Hey guys, I hope you like my card holder today. It's me. Isn't that so cool? You've seen it on Zillow. I know you have because as a Zillow Premier agent, I get a ton of calls about this. Manufactured homes, they're $200,000. You think it's too good to be true. Not here to tell you that it's not, but here to tell you that there's some things that you might not know about it that Zillow doesn't tell you or doesn't show online. So the main reason why it's actually so cheap, there's three specific things or three broad things that I could tell you about why it's so cheap. You're not actually buying the land underneath the home. Obviously, when you buy a single family home or a condo or a townhome in California, you own the land underneath it, but that's not the case when you buy a manufactured home. In most cases, the reason why it's so cheap is because you're technically renting the space underneath it. So wherever you buy that home, there is something called a land lease, which I'll talk about later. So you own the home, which is true, but you rent the land underneath it. Number two, factory built. When you're buying a normal house, condo to whatever, you're dealing with a bunch of different contractors. There's a lot of people putting the pieces together to make that house a home for whoever wants to buy it. With a manufactured home, manufactured, it's on a manufacturing line. It's a lot easier to make, which means it's cheaper. Third thing, the appreciation of mobile homes is almost non-existent and sometimes even depreciates, but if it does appreciate, it's very, very minuscule compared to the appreciation of a normal single family. The most important part of buying a manufactured home that you have to watch out for is space rent. So when you're buying a manufactured home, you think, cool, I'm buying a house, I don't have to pay rent anymore. Incorrect. When you buy a manufactured home, there's something called space rent, and that can range from anywhere to $800 to $2,000 a month, depending on where you're purchasing a manufactured home. I've seen it sometimes where it's even more than $2,000 a month. So I'm going to take this house, for example. It's 1051 Site Drive, space 38 in Brea. As you can see, $258,000. It's 4-bed, 2-bath, 1,200 square feet. I mean, honestly, it's really nice. It's completely updated throughout. It's nice. But if you I go on the MLS and I search it up. The land lease is $2,200 a month. So on top of the mortgage you're paying, that's at a higher interest rate, you're also paying $2,200 a month for the space rent. So basically imagine renting a home for $2,200 a month and then paying a mortgage on top of that. This rate also is not usually locked in. On average, it's 1 to 2 times it increases per year. So that space rent doesn't stay the same when you purchase that mobile home. It's going to increase. Usually it's tied to rent laws. So obviously they can't increase it dramatically for no reason, but it just expects it to increase for sure. So when you add that to your loan payment, you're basically paying the same for a house than you were for a manufactured home. Nothing's really changing. Something that becomes cheaper and more expensive ends up not being that way. So when you're comparing the total monthly cost, not just the sticker price, it stops looking like the deal it seemed 15 seconds into this video and something that you might have saw on Zillow. Next thing, I don't want to be super negative. It's hard not to be honest with you, because it just feels like a letdown, and I'm trying to make sure nobody feels that letdown when you start looking at homes, especially manufactured homes, because you think that it's a crazy deal and you're going to be able to get into home ownership, and it's just, there's so many things attached to it that might make you change your mind. So when you're buying a mobile home, the financing is also very weird and peculiar because you don't own the land underneath it, which means that a lot of normal banks, a lot of normal loans you can get to purchase a home, you cannot use for mobile homes. There's a specific loan type called chattel loans. Pretty much it's similar to an auto loan, which means that the interest rates are going to be higher on them. The terms for these loans are also going to be shorter, so you're going to end up paying a little bit more per month than you would with a normal 30-year mortgage. Going back to it, is it a good idea to buy a home like this? I'm not going to tell you it's not. There is some cases where it makes sense for you. There are some manufactured homes where you do also own the land underneath it. It can be an extremely smart and affordable entry point for you. The math changes completely when you own the dirt underneath you. So if you've watched this video and decided this is so dumb, I'm not going this route, but I still want to purchase something, I have good news for you. There might be a middle ground with a condo and a townhome. Land included, so you get actual appreciation. You get traditional mortgage financing, so there's no special lenders or anything like that. There is most of the time with condos and townhomes an HOA fee, but unlike the space rent, HOA is going towards stuff that helps maintain the home. So the roof that is shared, common grounds if there's a pool, plumbing that's usually shared is covered by HOA. For a lot of people that are younger trying to to get into their first home that don't have the money for a huge down payment, a condo or a townhome seems to be the best first step for them. Look, I'm gonna be honest, getting into a home these days, especially in Southern California, seems to be impossible for some at times. But there are paths in. You just have to know what you're actually buying and not what the price tag itself says. Drop a comment, a DM, or message me and I can help you break it down for real. That is literally what I'm here for, guys. That's what I'm here for.